You are watching Soundwave's Soundwave Sunday. Operation Question and Answer. Initiate. Booyah.
Hello Autobots and Decepticons, my name is Soundwave and I'd like to welcome you all to another Soundwave Sunday. And I do want to remind you guys to listen to the whole episode before you ask a question, because you cannot ask your question on this video, and a lot of you guys are still asking me that. The comments down below are designated for the question that I ask you. So if you want to know how to ask me a question for next week's Soundwave Sunday, make sure and stick around and watch the outro to this video. And this last week we had a lot of awesome stuff going on. E3, which was absolutely amazing this year. Probably the best E3 I have ever seen. Games, and more games were shown and revealed. It was awesome. Good stuff. Real good stuff. I'm not going to go over any of that stuff because there's a long time between here and there until most of those games come out. And this last week I also finished up Lego Jurassic World. I did only play the first movie for you guys on the channel, but I did have a live stream for the first movie. Did I say the first movie? I meant Jurassic World for the first part, if I didn't. And Jurassic Park I did the live stream on. And also I probably will be uploading that to YouTube as soon as I can get those rendered out. Having some troubles rendering that. I was hoping to do like one long play video, but I guess I can't render out a 2-hour long video for some reason. So yeah, that's pretty much it for updates. I will be doing Batman if I can, if Warner Brothers allows it. So expect a ridiculous amount of Batman videos right away off the bat. My channel has been doing pretty good when I upload a crazy amount of new release videos. I mean, people are looking for the stuff, so you get a lot of hits. And I'd like to keep the channel good and growing. Like you, like me, nice and growing. Except I'm growing wide and you're growing probably tall. But it's whatever. I'm working on that too. So anyways, let's jump into the questions. Our first question comes from John NG. Hey Mungry, would you feature any challenging free-to-play PC games from Steam such as War of Roses or Heroes and Generals on your channel? So he goes on to talk about the games a little bit, and I do more of the PC games on the live stream. So if you're interested in seeing more like PC games, more PvP games, check out my live stream. I'll have a link for it in the description below. Otherwise, it's hitbox.tv/SoMungry. But I might feature some of those games on my channel. But chances are, if they're a little bit older, I won't. If they're a new release, I might feature them on the channel as far as PC games go. Our next question comes from Codes Omega. Would you rather be Chris Pratt and own a Raptor, or be a Raptor named Chris Pratt? Soundwave Sunday 137. Well, Chris Pratt owning a Raptor, you would have to look after the Raptor, you'd have to feed it, you would have to let it ride your motorcycle, you wouldn't get to be Star-Lord all the time and go adventuring, you would have a responsibility. Being the Raptor named Chris Pratt, you could eat everything in sight, poop anywhere, ride a motorcycle, so I'm going to have to go with being a Raptor named Chris Pratt. Hands down. Easy decision. Next question, which happens to come from SJG. Hey Mungry, you were to given one of the, I think it's, you're meaning to say, if I were to be given one of these superpowers, then which one? A, the ability to fly, but only north. B, the power to teleport, but whenever you teleport, you get electrocuted by lightning. C, the ability to phase through walls, but afterwards you can't move your writing hand for at least 1 hour. Or D, the power to turn into the Hulk, but only when you are asleep. Soundwave Sunday 137. A would be kind of bad because you couldn't go left or right or east or west, so no. B I would never do because I hate getting electrocuted. D, you would probably have some horrible night terrors, so I'm going to go with C because you could always use your other hand. Our next question comes from Cyber Avenger. Hey Mungry, if Warner Brothers wanted you to make a sequel of The Dark Knight Rises, let's say you made some good movies before and they think you might be perfect for their job, how would you make it? Plot, characters, etc. Soundwave Sunday. P.S. Keep up the good work, Mungry. Thank you. This is not an easy question, and I'm not like a DC guru or anything, so it's really hard for me. So it would probably be more or less like a comic book movie. I would probably have a lot of those comic book characters in the Batman, like, you know, like the Riddler, Penguin, nothing like too crazy, nothing out of the extraordinary. Oh, I probably would have Killer Croc in there because he's pretty sweet. I'd go pretty comic booky on the whole thing. I don't know what I'd do for the plot, but I would have for sure those characters that I just listed and Catwoman because I really like Catwoman. Meow. Our next question comes from John Carthel. If you could see another DC character get a show on the CW, who would you want it to be and why? Soundwave Sunday 137. A lot of DC questions this time around. And you know what? This is a really tough question. But I would have to go with something unique and never done before. I want to see a show based solely around a villain. So why not make it the most popular DC villain of all time, the Joker? I think that'd be pretty cool. Our next question comes from the Skulls of Goodness. Hey Mungry, do you have any advice on getting out of the friend zone? Soundwave Sunday. Good luck, bro. Good luck. I really mean it. Good luck. You know what that's like? That's like being a firefly, accidentally flying into someone's house, and then noticing there's like 4 to 5 kids in there, and they want to put you in a jar. And once they put you in that jar, you are not getting out. You're just suffocating. And you're glowing in there, you're glowing, you're saying, hey, look at me, I'm here, look at me, I'm pretty, but I don't want to be in the jar anymore. But you're going to be in that jar forever, until you die. It's sad, but it's true. I mean, some fireflies have escaped, but those fireflies are legendary. And to become legendary, my only advice, maybe, this could work, I don't know, don't glow for her, or him, don't glow. Maybe she'll wonder why you're not glowing and let you out of that jar called the friend zone jar. Maybe. Our next question comes from Sebastian Michaelis. Hey Mungry, I'm gonna go with a basic question this time. What's your favorite color? Soundwave Sunday 137. When I was a little kid, I really liked red. And I think it's because I liked Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But as I grow older, I like green. I'm a green fan now. I'm a huge Packer fan, and I love the Turtles. And they're all green, and the Packers are green. So yeah, green. Our next question comes from M-Virus. Hey Mungry, when you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? Soundwave Sunday 137. When I was a kid, I went to a Milwaukee Bucks professional basketball game at a pretty young age. I think I was like 7 or 8. And ever since then, I wanted to be a professional mascot. I kid you not. I really thought it was awesome when the Bucks mascot came out. His name was Bongo, I believe. I think it's still Bongo. It's either Bongo or Bingo. That doesn't matter. But he would come out and he would like jump off the trampoline and do like the flips and then dunk the basketball. And then he'd run around just hyping up the crowd and shooting the shirts into the crowd. And I was like, wow, he's living the dream. And it would still be fun to be a mascot, but you have to be really tall. Our next question comes from 1997 Hoosier. Hey Mungry, my answer to your question is that I don't need any pickup lines. Okay. And my question to you is, have you played or will you ever play Dark Souls? Because Dark Souls 3 is coming out next year. Soundwave Sunday 137. I have played it, and I probably won't ever play anymore. I do not like Dark Souls. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't like it because it's a bad game. I don't like it because I personally do not have the patience for it. And it's a game where you need patience, otherwise you just die over and over and over and over again, and then it's just a frustrating mess. So I personally will not play it. Maybe during like a live stream for fun, but other than that, I won't play the game. Our next question comes from Sean TF1967. Hey Munger, I have a question. Would you consider to watch the RID 15, the complete first season, which is available, and then do just a video regarding your thoughts on the season? Soundwave Sunday 137. I try not to dabble into reviewing shows because then I would be reviewing like The Flash, which is my favorite show of all time, and I really just want to watch the shows and just enjoy them and not worry about having to do a review on them because I really like watching them for just pure enjoyment. So I would not do a review on it regardless of if I watched it or not. I haven't watched the whole show. Is it available online for free somewhere? I wasn't a huge fan of the first 3 I watched. I wasn't a huge fan of the animation style, and I wasn't a huge fan of the script. So I don't know if I actually will watch any of that show, but maybe I'll give it a second chance if it's free to watch online. Alright, so that will wrap up the questions for Soundwave Sunday. And last time I asked you guys what is your best pickup line? And I had a lot of good ones, like a lot of good ones. And some that made me laugh out loud, some that I cannot show on the screen. But let's go over some of them. Our first one comes from Sideswipe Animations. My favorite line is, if I were to date you, would the answer be the same as the answer to this question? And I like that one because it makes you think about it, and it puts her in a corner. And then she's like, oh, yes? And then she's like, oh, no, let me know. But it's like too late then, you know? Then she has to go on a date with you. I like where your head's at, Sideswipe. Our next comment comes from Gregory Hughes. Pickup. Hey, girl, are you an angel? Because I'm allergic to feathers. Projectile vomits on her. I have a feeling that works 100% of the time. I'm going to do that next time. Our next one comes from Brick Productions. Well, this is kind of dirty, but hey, I put the STD in stud. All I need is you. I don't recommend using that one. Let's just put it that way. Our next one comes from Rando Plays. I can turn you on and play Halo. Oh, Rando. Only you. That might work if she's wearing like a video game shirt. Or you know she likes gaming. Our next one comes from Codes Omega. My love for you is like explosive diarrhea. I just can't hold it in. Although, I'd never actually use that for obvious reasons. I think that works. That would make someone laugh. I like it. And my favorite one, and I think everybody else will enjoy this, and it comes from CJ Khan. If you were a Transformer, you'd be one of the Autobots, and your name would be Optimus Fine. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. My question for next time is, what question do you hate to answer? Once again, that's what question do you hate to answer? Alright, that'll wrap this episode up. So I want you guys to all have a great, grand, beautiful, wonderful Soundwave Sunday, everyone. Do you have a question that you want answered for next week's Soundwave Sunday? Well, it's simple. Just write your question on any of next week's videos and leave a thumbs up to increase your chances. You can even leave your question on multiple videos and like them to further increase your odds. The outro you're watching right now is just an example of the Bro Bras asking me a question for next week's Soundwave Sunday. Follow along with the video and your question will be answered in no time. Have a great day.